Mark Jensen didn't just poison Julie, my 40-year-old sister, a kind and caring person that everyone loved. For nearly 10 years, he emotionally tormented her and admitted in email to his illicit lover his enjoyment at causing her sexual pain. He leveraged his sweet, innocent, and trusting children against Julie, who tirelessly served and tried to please him. He squeezed life out of her, then murdered her memory at yet unknown cost to Julie's boys. He murdered the sacred bond between his children and both their parents. Through the lies that characterize his defense, he further murdered memories of Julie and her entire family. We brothers lost our only sister, and to this day we have no treasures, heirlooms, or even simple keepsakes to bring us solace due to the actions of Mark Jensen. For nearly 10 years, we have suffered shock, horror, and angst at the lengths to which Mark Jensen went to destroy Julie, her family, and all she loved. We've had much time to relive our emotional toil over Julie's death, our supportive outreach to Mark Jensen in his false grief, and our continued grieving over the loss David and Douglas have suffered. We've managed to build our lives and our own families, all the while feeling sick, helpless, and empty over Julie's premature death. Mark Jensen's actions have cost us immeasurably in terms of missed work, travel expenses, lost income, and emotional well-being. Not only have we paid dearly for the murder, but our families have also borne the burden of our absences over the years, both in the physical and the emotional realms. The cost is evidenced in my own children, who have lost innocence in learning the crime, and whom admit having nightmares and express sadness over Julie's death. They will never meet or know their sweet Aunt Julie. Every holiday and each decade hereafter will renew pain over loss of Julie, as her nieces and nephews achieve new accomplishments and milestones, but Aunt Julie won't be there to share the celebration. I continue to grieve for Julie in her final months, weeks, days, minutes, and seconds, as she tried not to believe her own husband would torment her as he did, as she continued loving her children and running the household, as she continued trying to plan an escape to save herself and David and Douglas, as she fought for consciousness and finally for her last breath. I will forever miss Julie's kind, gentle intelligence, our phone conversations that always demonstrated our kindred spirits, regardless of time and distance. I will forever miss her natural, joyful mothering of Douglas and David, and the loving way they looked at her. I will forever miss her greeting cards with every space filled with words of hope, optimism, and love of family life. I will forever cringe at how needless was this loss of life, and I will forever be in search of a light heart. In the name of justice, and not in the spirit of vengeance, I make request, Your Honor, that you exercise the harshest sentence possible, so that this dangerous individual, who is beyond psychological and social rehabilitation, can do no more harm to anyone, and we can make reparation through the truth to the memory of our sister, Julie.
Judge, I believe snuffing out the healthy life of the mother of his two boys was to feed a personal vengeance he had against her for a brief affair she encountered and for a playboy lifestyle that she prevented him from living. Divorce would have been so easy. Mark and Julie could have gone their own separate ways and negotiated the parenting of their children. But no, he saw fit to harm, to torture, to kill his wife, my sister. From whom did he acquire this authority over life and death? He performed a reprehensible act that is morally unacceptable. I believe he must suffer. Julie still lives in the lives of David and Douglas. They know through her just what he is all about. Their eyes, her eyes, will haunt him to his grave.